Welcome back to another tutorial video. In this video, I will be talking about what is jQuery, how to write the jQuery code, what are the selectors and events, and at last I will compare jQuery code with JavaScript code. Let's start. jQuery is a JavaScript library. It simplifies JavaScript programming, so it is very easy to learn. jQuery takes a lot of common tasks that require many lines of JavaScript code to accomplish and wraps them into methods that you can call with a single line of code. Some of the features of jQuery library are HTML DOM manipulation, CSS manipulation, HTML event methods, effects and animations, Ajax code, and utilities. And in addition, jQuery has plugins for almost any task out there. Before we start writing jQuery codes, we need to import the library into our project. For that, we can either download the jQuery library or we can use CDN. To import jQuery library, download jQuery from jQuery.com and give path to that file in your source attribute. Now to use CDN, search for jQuery CDN and get the type you need. You can write jQuery code only after this, and it should be in script tag, or you can write the code in external script file. Name anything with extension JS and link the file with the HTML. The jQuery methods are always written inside document ready event. This is to prevent any jQuery code from running before the document is finished loading. For example, trying to hide an element that is not created yet, or trying to get the size of an image that is not loaded yet. jQuery has even shorter method for the document ready event. We can write $function. The dollar represents the jQuery. Now to select and manipulate HTML elements, we need selectors. jQuery selectors are used to find HTML element based on their name, ID, classes, types, values of attributes, and much more. It's based on the existing CSS selectors, and in addition, it has some more custom selectors. All the selectors in jQuery starts with the $sign and parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, we need the selector, and after that, we can write what action must be done. For an example, we have a button and two paragraphs here. The button has an ID JS click. The first paragraph has an ID JS para. Second paragraph has no class or ID. Now when I click on the button, I want something to happen for the first paragraph. So the selector here is the button. I can use button or its ID inside quotes. Here we have only one button. That's why I have written button here. If you have multiple elements of the same type, you can use class or ID. And when I click on it, I need following functions to be executed. It's working. So we have our selector and the action. I want to toggle display of this first paragraph. For that, I need to select the first paragraph. And to toggle display, I can simply write toggle. I can write slide toggle to add a basic animation for it. Now to compare these 3 lines of code with equivalent JavaScript, we have window.onload instead of document ready. And first we need to select the button. In JavaScript, we write ID selector as document.getElementById. And inside the parenthesis, we write the selector name. For this much, we only have written $ID name in jQuery. And on click, instead of writing document.getElementById JSPara every time, I saved it inside a variable and I need to toggle it manually. You can see that jQuery simplifies the JavaScript code and it is very easy to learn. In big projects, we will be writing jQuery code inside separate JS file. And the JS file will be linked to our HTML page. This was a quick introduction to jQuery. You can learn more about jQuery in our upcoming videos. That's all for today. Click on that like button and subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. Bye guys.